All right, welcome in, everybody. Man, I'm telling you, I'm kind of excited. Uh, when somebody sends you something, you can look at it and be like, "Yo, all right, that's cool." But when somebody sends you something and you put your hand in your mouth and you give them that, when you give them that, that's the feeling I had. So I had to reach out to this hitter right here. We got Virginia Q.
Yo,
Virginia
yo,
Q. What's
my
popping,
man.
man? What's popping?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. It's been a good day. What's your day? What's your day been like today?
Pretty good, man. I worked actually from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Oh,
I do loss prevention work, in the daytime and stuff like that. But pretty smooth day, man. Beautiful day out here in Virginia.
yo, we gonna come back to that. We gonna come back to that because I got a couple questions.
For
Um,
sure.
so I'm over here in Austin, Texas. You ever been out my out? You ever been out my way? You ever been to Austin?
I've never been to Texas, period, man. It's on the bucket list for sure.
We got to get you through, man.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
so I, I'm gonna do this because I'm just rude like that. You got to come to Austin first. I know some people gonna try to get you to Dallas. They're gonna
Right.
try to get you to Houston. They ain't nobody gonna invite you to San Antonio. But hold on, man. They go all the San Antonio listeners. But I mean, they got Wembenyama right now, so
Yeah, they do.
I mean,
Big
he
Wendy.
did his thing. Are you a basketball fan?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so you saw he had that little duel with the Suns and Kevin Durant, and he dropped 36 on him. Yo, I did not expect that to happen this early in the season.
I mean, same here.
So I'm excited about this dude, man.
Absolutely.
But okay, so you got that sports thing. Good.
Yes,
I
sir.
just want the listeners to know we gonna get to know you a little bit here. We're gonna invite you back, dog. Like I kind of thought there was gonna be some energy. Man, we 2 minutes in. I know there's gonna be some energy. We gotta have you back. We definitely
My
gonna
God.
talk some sports.
Would love
So
to.
let's get into it. Yo, you owe somebody some money and you running from somebody, right, man? Because you told me you from Hurt, Virginia. You made that up, didn't you? You don't owe me money, man. Why you giving me fake name? Why you do that? Hurt, Virginia. I ain't never heard of that, bro.
I mean,
That's
no,
real.
not a lot of people have it. It sure is, man. It sure
Yo,
is.
1,300 people in the town.
Essentially, yeah.
You gotta be kidding me. Okay, well then, yo, I know you're probably used to it, and you're gonna have to be insulted. I gotta run these next few questions, which you probably get a lot.
You good, bro.
How many stoplights you got in your town?
Like I said, like I said, I grew up in Hurt, Virginia, which is slightly bigger than Gretna. But Gretna is like, what I'm saying, I went to high school there, that's where I represent. And it's, locally, that's one of the things it's known for is having that one intersection, man. Like
Yo, what kind of town? What are they doing out there? Did they invite a Walmart in, or are they one of those towns that's like, nah, we ain't trying to let Walmart in?
bro, they just got a McDonald's maybe, a few years ago. Like
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
damn.
So yeah, Walmart, no, still no Walmart yet.
Oh no, honestly, don't do it, man. I know you may have some thoughts, player. Don't do it. Go. There's a website. Go to Walmart people, Walmart town. Look up. That'll
That's
scare
right.
you away. That's enough right there. All right, so let's get back. So you've been rapping for 16 years, recording for 14 years.
Yes, sir.
So is your skill freestyle? You like to write that thing down? What do you like to do? You battle? What do you do?
So man, I don't really battle, but there was a lot of times of like you just said, battling and freestyling in my early days, especially in school.
Yeah.
It's that cliche story of cafeteria, lunch table, whoever you're going against, and then everybody around hyping you up. So, man, that's definitely where I come from. My brother and I, that's all we used to do back in the day, bro. We used to head out, like we didn't really have much growing up, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
for fun, what we would do was head out into the car, turn on a radio station, and then regardless of what was on, if we liked the beat, even with they playing entire songs on the radio.
Yeah.
But we're gonna try to freestyle over the song stay on beat and stuff like that. And what it did is really helped us to be better when it came to freestyling because it made us focus that much harder. You see what I'm saying?
Right. You got to tune out the lyrics that's already in it.
Exactly.
And keep up, plus figure out what you got to drop next.
Exactly. You know, just a bunch of relative thinking and, you know, off the hip stuff. So yeah, man, definitely started heavily in the freestyle lane. But I've always written when it comes to like raps and recording and things that like that. But there was a small window where I stopped writing. And of course that was that Lil Wayne influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course he had such an incredible run and everybody wants to be like Wayne. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try to stop writing, just piece my stuff together. And, you know, it was pretty cool. I actually think I could do it again, but I think I get my best work when I'm actually able to completely write out my thoughts, like in my phone or something like that.
Yeah. So you are also, because I'm not going to paint you into a corner. You're a videographer.
Yes, sir.
Photographer. That's I'm a little impressed here, man. You opened for Lil Baby at Morehouse College.
Yes, sir.
First winner of the Steve Harvey Elevate 28 contest.
Yes, sir.
Yo. Okay, listen. See, y'all understand why we had to get him right. This is why. All right, so let's go back to a few things here. Yes, all right, so videographer, photographer.
Yep.
You're trying to put some stuff together. Tell me people don't throw attitude and be like, nah. Like they don't understand your vision. You are the videographer. You're the photographer. You got the eye. Do people fight you?
For the most part, no. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I like the way that you set it up because that was literally my idea when I picked up the camera 5 years ago. I was like, bro, I want to be able to create the art the way that I see it in my head.
Yes.
And I want that to translate into film. So that was my whole thing, bro. Like for so long, I was getting visions in my head of, you know, and I feel like a lot of people do this. Of like sometimes you'll picture yourself being in a music video if you're just sitting on a bus or driving in your car, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? But for me, they were so strong and so reoccurring. So I was like, this must be something from God that I'm supposed to follow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And actually, man, I was like, at the time, I was working like dead-end jobs, and I really didn't have the means to get a camera. But I prayed to God, and I said, you know what? If it's your will for me to have a camera, then I'm asking you to make a way for me to get one. Out of the blue, man, just miraculously, this job opportunity, I made just enough to get the camera. My homeboy Cam, shout out Cam, he threw me $100 towards it, and I've been rolling ever since, brother.
Cam always throw $100 to a dream because you know I got a couple more dreams. You need to reach out to Cam. I mean, he may have a couple hundred left.
Hey, let me tell you, Cam is the one to go to.
I got 2 or 3 dreams I still gotta do. Yo, that's awesome, yo.
Yeah,
I had a few people that have pushed me along. Shout out to Slim. He's from Virginia. He's up there and he's a Woodbridge, Virginia dude.
Okay, yes, sir.
You know, them Nova people.
Absolutely.
But yo, Slim has done a lot to help me out. Man, I need to start. I don't know if he's going through my whole catalog. He's got a podcast, Commander Focused. He's a Commanders fan.
Nice.
But I'm gonna give him a shout out. Make sure he listens into a couple episodes. No, I always get this dude his props. He needs to know that. So shout out to Cam too.
Yes, sir.
So Cam grew up. Cam is from where you from?
Cam's from Gretna.
Oh, man, brothers is tight out there.
Yeah.
Hey, this sound like the town. Hold on, man. I told you I hate to say ignorant, but I told you I was gonna get you a line of questioning that may annoy you. But this sound like the type of town like people sharing sugar, like the stuff you hear. Yo, we all didn't grow up in a town like you, dog. So this is what we think.
Yeah.
But like, if I went next door and was like, I need some sugar.
Let me tell you, you're absolutely right.
Yo, you think Cam got some sugar? Cam got money, but that don't mean nothing in the fridge.
Right.
All right. When you in your high school graduating class,
Yes, sir.
how many people was in that class?
Oh man, don't get me to lying, but I don't. Let me see. Honestly, bro, 100 might be a stretch.
Yo,
Yeah, yeah,
that is small. Okay.
yes.
That's actually a little bigger than what I thought. Like in my mind, I was thinking like 50. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, it could be somewhere. I say somewhere between 50 and 100 for sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So
that is pretty. So yo, what's the draw? Like why would I come to your neck of the woods? Help me out. Why
so
do people come and visit, or what's the draw?
I mean, if you're not into like agriculture and farming culture and making money some in that field, the only thing I would say is football, man. It's a big football town. Actually, Chris Brown, back when he was dating Rihanna, they both came to a game in Gretna one time. That was
What?
people wouldn't stop talking about that forever.
Yo, so your school, what are y'all like, two A? Maybe a single A, or do you know?
Yeah, single A. Yeah.
Okay, but y'all, I guess y'all represent, and so that's why your team normally does pretty good.
Exactly, and that particular time we ended up playing the school that I believe one of his cousins was playing for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, they just happened to be in town.
Let me help everybody else out. Chris Brown tried to tell y'all. He said, "I'm a country boy from Tappahannock." If y'all don't know, VA is where I reside. So if y'all ain't know, but we gonna get to that.
That's right.
I know Virginia Q needs to let y'all know just the lineage. I'm gonna beat you to the punch. The listeners, the most American presidents, the most U.S. presidents from the state of Virginia. Y'all
come on.
Y'all didn't even know that. I bet they didn't know that. I want them to know. They probably think Texas or like California or something.
Right.
But yeah, man. Yo, all right. So how about this? You opened for Lil Baby at Morehouse College.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, we could go a lot of different ways with this. I'm just going to ask one thing. Did you rip that mic, or did you leave something in the dressing room? He wasn't expecting that. That's what he wasn't expecting that.
We had to tear it down, bro.
That's crazy, man. When did it hit you? When you was on stage? After you left the stage? Like, when did it hit you? Because that's a nice moment.
You know what, bro? I think it hit me on the way there. Like, because like I said, I was at work earlier today, and ultimately it's my dream to do the music full time, to make a full time living off of what I truly love. But so of course I was working at the time. This was I don't want to lie to you. I believe this was either 21 or 22 as far as the year.
Okay.
And so, actually the way it came about, if you don't mind me, setting up the story in this way.
Tell us, brother. Tell us.
So I had mentioned to you, and in the Virginia freestyle, that we have an album with Rashad Jennings, and he is from Forest, Virginia. It's basically Lynchburg, about 10 minutes up the road.
Yes.
So he ended up hearing my music as well as my brothers and Chris. Like I said, it's us three. We're in a group, and we go by G I Wonder. Mm-hmm. And then couple of like two more guys that that he really liked musically. He heard us online and he liked us, and he decided that he wanted to put us together as a collective to work on this essentially compilation album with him executive producing the entire thing. He even ended up rapping on 2 of the songs. We helped him write a little bit and stuff like that. So we put this album together. He threw a album listening party at Liberty University, which is where he graduated from.
Yeah.
Then, of course, went on to play in the NFL. And so a week after the album listening party, he flew us out to Morehouse to do the opening for Little Baby. And so that was like, I think we flew out on a Tuesday, performed that Wednesday, and came back that Thursday. And my whole reason for saying that is just because it was like the fact that it was the middle of the week. Typically, you think of something like this, feels like a weekend vibe or something like that.
Yeah.
But just that being something that I experienced,
Mm-hmm.
it felt like it was a demonstration to me that was a motivator that like, yo, this is totally possible and your life is going to look completely different if you're involved in this. It's not going to look like a structured 9 to 5. You might be in California one day, you might be in Nebraska that Wednesday. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, but it was like I said, bro, on that flight when I'm like, yo, it's really like a Tuesday morning and we're flying to Atlanta to do this. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yo,
So
Rashad Jennings. He played in Chicago,
he
right?
played he played for the
Okay.
Jacksonville, and he played for the Raiders for a year,
Okay.
but he finished with the Giants.
Wow.
So he
Okay.
did about, I think he did 8 years.
I didn't know he was from VA, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then you dropped, and he was one of them Liberty dudes, huh?
Yes, sir. Sure
Did not know
was.
that
He
either.
started in Pittsburgh, but ended up transferring to Liberty.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. That's I'm gonna have to start claiming him too. Then
Oh yeah, yeah. That's
he slipped under the radar. I'm big on that.
that's my guy, man. He, we chop it up all the time. He's always coming back into town. We'll hit Handbone Studios for like a studio session, cooking up or whatever.
Yeah.
A lot of talks about creating the Volume 2 album with him. So that's my guy, man.
Yo, I like it. So you had an opportunity to release a single with Bizzy Bone.
Yes, sir.
Bruh. I'm just gonna say, at that point, like there should be a street named after you in your hometown. I mean, where the street at? Tell me they done gave you something. Come on, from your town, and no disrespect to the town,
Right.
but I'm about to disrespect the town. Man, y'all ain't got nothing else besides you coming up out there. Come on. I mean, it sounds like Cam a good dude, though. It sounds like Cam a good dude, but he ain't on the song with Bizzy Bone, right? It's you. It's just you.
It's me and my brother. Yeah.
Hey, man, that's awesome, man.
Yes, sir.
So
go ahead, bro.
Where did that one? How did that one come about?
So, man, again, like I said, it's a God thing.
Yeah.
Because remember, like I said, I prayed to you about that whole camera situation.
Yep.
So, how much time do you got, man? Because this story can get.
Yo, I got the time, dog. People can fast forward. They can play this podcast back at twice the speed, 1.5 the speed.
Right.
Do your thing. If they this far in, they interested. Trust me.
That's right. That's right. So, man, it goes all the way back, and it starts with me, my brother, living in a trailer with our parents in Evanston, Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say I don't even know how old I was, bro. But it's like I always tell people one of my earliest memories in life was watching the Bone Thugs and Harmony First of the Month music video on a VCR. Okay. And so you know how children are, they get attached to things. They have periods. Yeah. That was one of my things. We watched that tape so many times, bro. That was the moment that I fell in love with hip hop right there. First of the month, Bone Thugs and Harmony. So, of course, grow up, get a little older. I got older cousins who are introducing us to hip hop, things like that. Again, more Bone Thugs and Harmony. And then by this time, my brother and I are bona fide fans, no pun intended.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we're just the biggest fan. We're trying to get every CD, every DVD, every poster, every YouTube search. Like, we were Bone Thugs and Harmony fanatics, bro. And so it's just like they honestly felt like who's your biggest hero?
Oh, man, this is gonna sound hokey. My old kung fu instructor.
I love it.
He toured with Mortal Kombat. Matter of fact, right now he's from Virginia. Matter of fact, he's if you heard of the Mandalorian.
Yes.
I don't know if you're a Star Wars dude, but he's helping with some choreography for that right now.
Wow.
Yo, the dude is so amazing.
Yeah.
He went to China and beat Shaolin monks in a kung fu competition.
Oh
Had
my-
the crowd yelling Li Kuai, which is a Chinese story about a black whirlwind that had two axes that somehow ended up in China. Some brother showed up in China and was a beast. And so they was chanting that name while my man was performing. Yo, that's my hero to this day.
That is incredible.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
But what my point was saying, that was like they felt like superheroes that we could never touch. It felt like they weren't real people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like no matter how big of fans we are, it's no world that exists where the two of us collide. You know what I mean?
Right.
But as fate would have it, you know what I'm saying? Years go by. Like I said, I feel this calling on my life for me to pick up a camera. I know that God has put music in my life and anointed that, but the camera is going to play a major role. So, of course, after getting the camera and the woman who I'm going back and forth with, talking on and off at the time, we finally get together and start dating. She's my wife now.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you, brother. So this was 2018, the top of 2018, we started dating.
Yeah.
And of course, well, at this point, I'm living in Lynchburg, Virginia.
Okay.
It's about, it's significantly larger than Gretna, but not big on the U.S. scale by any means.
No,
you know what I'm saying? And so, but I mean, I guess it's big enough to where we could have Bone Thugs and Harmony come through and perform, because there was an old club out here called Phase 2, but it got shut down.
Mm-hmm.
But in 2018, Bone Thugs and Harmony came through to do a show. Now, mind you, a month prior to this, Lupe was at this venue, Lupe Fiasco, and I'm there with my brand new camera, you know what I'm saying? Pictures and video. I'm like, yo, this is dope. So Bone Thugs come next. And for some reason, my brother and I, we just were never huge party goers, concert goers, things like that. It was never really on the social scene a lot in our early years.
Yeah.
So although this was our favorite rap group of all time, tickets were dirt cheap. I honestly just don't think we would have went had not something forced us to go. You know what I mean? Because it's like, of course we were fans, but the fandom dies down over the years. You start to grow up and disconnect and different things like that. And that's just how things naturally played out.
Yeah.
But my brand new girlfriend at the time, she knew how big of fans we were because we'd had the conversation before, and her wanting to do something nice for her brand new boyfriend, she bought me and my brother tickets to the show. So
that's wifey material right there.
I told her at that point, I'm marrying you.
No.
And of course, my brother, he wanted to bring his girl. So I was like, well, I'm not going to be a third wheel. So let me get another ticket. And so we all four go together. Man, so we get to the venue. Like I said, a month prior to that, I was shooting the Lupe show. Yeah. Tell me why I get here today with my camera. This is my favorite group of all time. They stop me at the door and they say, well, if you're not a part of the camera crew, then you can't bring a camera in. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and enjoy the show. But the fact that I wasn't able to bring my camera in made me pay attention to the cameraman that was on stage.
Yeah.
Now, normally, if I'm seeing my favorite group of all time, the same superheroes that I described to you, for the first time, I've never seen these guys before, you know what I'm saying? First time live, everything. But for some reason, I can't stop looking at the cameraman and his equipment when they're performing. So I'm like, bro, I feel like I should be there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But, nevertheless, enjoyed the show. And so afterwards, I just had this notion to be like, you know what, man? I'm going to reach out to their cameraman. I'm going to let him know that I admire what he's doing. I'm going to encourage him to keep going. I found out 2 years later in 2020 that was his first night filming for the Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh.
When I tell you some divine stuff was going on, bro.
Yeah.
So Wind back to 2018.
Mm-hmm.
He hits me back, showing mad love. He's like, yo, here's my number. If you ever need anything, just hit me. Boom, boom, boom. So, you know, we started a friendship that way. That's my guy, Cam Junkie. Shout out to Cam Junkie. And, you know, we've been cool ever since, man. And so we established that relationship. That November, Bone Thugs were on tour with Snoop Dogg. December. They were on his Puff Us Pass tour.
Yeah.
And they had a stop in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, he actually ended up inviting me to help him shoot that show.
Oh.
So I'm like, I'm there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How long of a drive to RVA was that?
2 hours.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, 2 hours. And so, you know, link up with him there, see Snoop backstage, Bone Thugs, of course, see my guy Corrupt, Warren G, Afro, like so many just legends at one time. This is my first time experiencing anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, of course, I'm mind blown. We met all of the Bone Thugs members in the hotel prior to heading to the venue. So, you know, that was a insane moment in itself.
Your brother is not with you this time, right?
He is. He still is. Yeah.
Okay.
He invited all of us there. And that's what made the moment so special, man, because out of all the people I know, he's probably the only one that could truly understand what I'm feeling in these moments.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And so, you know, I'm there, shoot the show. Amazing experience. But honestly, bro, when I stepped out and I looked at the entire arena, just packed out with people, it was motivating for me. I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna be here one day. You know, like, I'm gonna have my moment. I gotta keep working and stay at it.
Right.
So shot the show. It was great. We continued the friendship, you know, but he lives in LA. We're Virginia based, so it's like, you know, long distance. We don't get to see each other that often, but we chop it up every now and then. It's all love.
Right.
2020 comes around, global pandemic.
Yeah.
I had this random idea to make a tribute song to the Bone Thugs. You know what I'm saying? Just as the one who loves hip hop. I forgot all about it. And again, the same woman who I said I'm going to marry was the one that brought it back to my attention months later. So when she does that, I'm like, all right, let's finally do this. Me and my brother get together, knock out the record. Maybe 20 minutes. I send it to their camera guy, just wanted his feedback on it. He called me back a couple minutes later, like, yo, I think this is dope. Y'all should try to go big with this. Can y'all get out to California? All of a sudden, we on our first flight to Cali. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we're going to, you know, shoot the music, because he just volunteered to shoot the music video for us. He was going to, at the very least, he's trying to get all the members in the video, but at the very least, we was going to get Crazy Bone and Lazy Bone. Crazy Bone, my favorite rapper of all time. This is the same guy I was listening to every day after school in 5th grade. You know what I mean? So we get out to LA Friday night, and I get to use my camera again to shoot some behind the scenes stuff for one of Lazy Bone's music videos. Okay. Kicking it with him that night. That was a surreal moment. That Saturday is when we actually shot the music video for our record, which is called Thank You. You know what I'm saying? So we went to Crazy Bone's house first. Like, bro, talk about surreal. I still just watch the footage back over and over. I'm like, did this really happen, man? These same kids that was watching the VCR over and over and over, sitting in this man's backyard looking at him in his face. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So that was incredible. Then we linked up with Lazy Bone later that day, shot some more. That was incredible. That video actually ended up never coming out just because it didn't plan out the way that the videographer, my guy Cam Junkie, really wanted it to. Could have been a lot better. There's plans to reshoot it and things like that. But honestly, man, just having that experience was more than enough for me to feel satisfied and to be provided with the motivation to keep striving. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like I said, this is November 2020. December rolls around. My Uncle Vince passes away. But on the day of his funeral, I get a call from Cam Junkie saying, yo, Bizzy heard the song. Mind you, he was in Houston, Texas. That's that's where he resides. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, he likes it. He wants to put a verse on it, on a remix.
Yo.
And we're like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
Nah, man, we done. Oh, shot. We ain't doing nothing else to it.
Right.
Well, yeah, we take that.
Yo. You know, he want to show us love, so he's only charging $5,000 for the feature.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? The Cam Junkie says, I'm gonna pay that for y'all.
Wait, what? I had more Cam jokes lined up, but I take it all back now. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
So it's like, clearly God's favorite to me. People can call it what they want. Is what it is. You know, we take care of that. You know what I'm saying? Bizzy Bone, we going back and forth with him. Boom, boom, boom. He records it. You know, he sent it to us for the first time via email. And of course, when we hear it, we're losing our minds. You know what I'm saying? Again, one of the guys that we saw on that VHS tape is literally on our record. And my brother produced it. He produces all of our stuff.
Okay.
So it's just like, I just felt proud in that moment to hear one of our greats over my brother's production, rapping next to us on the same track. It's a dream come true, bro. For real. But yeah, that's basically that story. There's more to the Bone Thug stuff that has happened since then. But as far as that particularly, that's it, bro. In a nutshell.
Man, dude, you only 28 years. You sound like you got a book already lined up. The good thing is you can go ahead and put this first book out.
Right.
And you can have a follow-up. You can just go ahead and you need to start now. give us the launch pad book. And then, we'll get to the next joint after that. All right, so Virginia Q, I need to know, man. You had said that you do loss prevention.
Yeah.
You a runner? Like you a runner? You a track star? Like what if they want to run, man? What you gonna do then?
Listen, man, I don't get paid enough to chase nobody.
I know.
And the company I work for makes more than enough money. Okay.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yo, did you hear that Target was closing 9 stores in 4 different states because of loss prevention, because of theft?
No, I didn't hear that.
And they said it was for the safety of their employees.
Yeah.
So that they don't try to, stop anybody or get hurt trying to corner people or So, yo, it's real, man. Yo, that keeps you employed.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly.
That keeps you employed. All right, so we're gonna switch. I gotta switch something up here because I just gotta know, bro. What's next? Like, what's the big goal next? What are you trying to attain next?
Yeah, that's a great question, man. Because it feels like I have in my head, I feel like the end goal was in my head always.
Yeah.
It's like I want to do what I love full time to be able to support the people I love and strangers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So of course it's always just striving towards that. But the reason I say that is because it's like I feel like I have an idea of what is next. And it feels like God intervenes and says, actually, this is the route I want to take you.
Yep.
Like, the whole reason we're on this interview, bro, someone, like you said, someone sent you my Virginia freestyle.
Yeah.
The only reason that existed was because we were, and this is another sort of long story.
Bring it.
We were, my guy Cam Junkie again.
Hey, Cam.
Hey, I'm telling you, it's, man. It's about
text Cam and see if he got room for another friend. This sounds like a solid dude, man. He gotta have room for like one more.
Right.
You all married, you married up, you booed up, man. So I know, you know what? He need another homie. You don't respond like you used to because of wife and whatnot. So just let him know, man. Let him know we can hang out. You sound like a cool dude.
I got you. But yeah, man. So like I said, he works closely with the Bone Thugs and Harmony. He was touring with them and everything.
Yeah.
So they, on August 11th, the 50th anniversary of hip hop, they had their street renamed after them in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's about time.
You know what I'm saying? So,
yo, we 35 minutes in right now, and I'm trying to get a street for you in Gretna.
Exactly.
Man. I ain't done with that. Let me see if I can make a few phone calls.
My God.
I know somebody that's big in RVA.
Let's
see
go.
if they can extend themselves.
Let's do it.
She always talking about she down with the mayor and be doing stuff with the governor.
Yeah.
I have to talk to somebody.
But so, he invited me to come shoot it, come help him film the event.
Yeah.
And again, I'm like, of course, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Now this ain't a 2-hour drive. It's like a 7.5-hour drive from Virginia. You know what I'm saying? But of course, we had to do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, G I Wonder, me, my older brother, and my best friend Chris hopped in the whip, headed up there. And it was just a cool experience, bro. Witnessing, and like I said, all of this is to lead up to how we got on this stream here tonight.
Yeah.
Went up there, linked with my guy, linked up with Crazy Bone, and we followed him over to the street renaming ceremony. Out there with the camera, boom, 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 everything was dope. We left there and followed Crazy Bone to this restaurant, sat down and got to chop it up with him and eat. That was another surreal moment for us. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is basically my favorite artist of all time. And it's just
breaking bread with him.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly, bro. And we ended up hanging out with him all day. And I'm like, bro, this is the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what we're blessed to be able to do. You know what I'm saying? And so let's see. He was doing a bunch of different stuff, running around that entire day. Like I said, we were just kicking it with him the whole time. There was this event where he was at the library in Cleveland. He was on part of a speaking panel.
Yeah.
And at the end, they were allowing people to like come up and really chop it up with him and stuff. At this point, my brother, because a while back, Crazy Bone had put up a post and he was like, I need all producers to tap in. This is my email. Send your best stuff. So my brother, of course, sent a lot of his beats. Like I said, he's our producer, engineer, everything audio. My brother takes care of. And my brother had sent a lot of stuff. Crazy Bone ended up hopping on my brother's stuff, made songs out of them. He loved them, and he kept playing them like online, on live streams and stuff like that.
Yo.
And so my brother, for the first time when we chopping it up with him, is able to let him know, yo, those were actually my beats for this, this, and this. And Crazy Bone was like, yo, what? That was you? He was like, bro, are you kidding me? He was like, bro, these songs are crazy. And like I said, we kicked it with Crazy Bone that night at this little restaurant spot. And he was like, bro, we got some tracks. We got more work to do. I need you to take my number. Boom, boom, boom. And I'm just being able to witness that and just see it, bro. It was just incredible. That same night, though, there's a guy by the name of Big Hef. Are you familiar?
Nah.
Okay, so he's most known in the Midwest, but I mean he's done so much work as far as being a dot connector in the industry.
Yeah.
He helped Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, countless artists get to where they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And me and the bro, of course, we promoting the record with Bizzy. We got the T-shirts on and stuff like that. Again, my guy Cam Junkie introduced us to Hef. Hef ends up inviting us to his radio show.
Yeah.
To do an interview as G I Wonder. And so he's like, his assistant is like, will you guys be doing a virtual meeting or can you come in person? I was going to say virtual at first. Of course I wanted to do in person, but 7.5-hour drive.
Yeah.
I'm already low on PTO at work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
I just didn't see a way that it could work. But my guy Cam Junkie just interjected and was like, yeah, they'll do it in person. And you know what I'm saying? And afterwards he was like, bro, I don't think y'all understand. This guy is really tapped in. So it's good that y'all make a good impression and do this in person. Boom,
Yeah.
boom. So I was like, you know what, man, we're gonna make it work regardless. So that was August 11th, like I said. I think our interview was scheduled for September 21st, I want to say.
Yeah.
So we got a little bit over a month to get ourselves together, come back to Cleveland. And that's exactly what we do. But we're like, yeah, we want to make a good impression when we come.
Yeah.
So we got merchandise for all the co-hosts and stuff like that when we get there. But we also prepared this like 7-minute freestyle between the three of us. We're like, yo, we want to do a freestyle on the show, and we really want to like show this crowd and the listeners what we're made of, what we do.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like I said, my brother went first. I think about 2.5 minutes. Chris did the same, maybe another 2 minutes, and I did the same, maybe 2.5 minutes, whatever. And that's really all it was, bro. It's like I wanted to end my freestyle with something shouting out Virginia just to represent where I'm from while we were in Cleveland.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? And we went up there to do the show. Weren't able to do the freestyle for whatever reason. And so we were kind of bummed about it. You know what I mean? We were like, bro, we've literally been writing and preparing this jump for a month. So I'm like, ain't no way we could just, you know, we were grateful that we were able to go on the show.
Yeah.
We were able to play our record with Bizzy on the radio show. Like, that was amazing, bro. And I'm so grateful for that. But we were so focused on that freestyle portion that it kind of, you know, felt like bittersweet.
Yeah.
So we were like, you know what, man? I got my camera with me always. Let's just head out to one of these Cleveland signs and shoot our entire freestyle video ourselves. And that's exactly what we did. We were like, you know, you never know what could come from this. Let's just put it out. And so we shot it. The whole video, like I said, is like 6.5, maybe 7 minutes long, something like that. And we had already knew in advance that we were going to chop down certain parts to post as like reels and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things we were like, bro, I really feel like this Virginia portion could lead to some great things. And of course, I ended up posting it, man. And, you know, a lot of the people that I mentioned in it would comment and showing love, sharing it, things like that. Next thing you know, it's over, you know, 200,000 views. And I'm like, wow. I've never had a video actually do this well purely from like just rapping. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so I was really grateful for that, man. And like I said, you were one of the people that the video was shared with, and that's how we get here today. So when you talk about the next step, it's like I have in my mind what I want to do,
right?
But I have no idea what that looks like because, again, if it was up to us, we would have just done the freestyle with the radio show.
Yep.
But, you know, as fate would have it, we ended up doing something else, and it ended up leading to more and more opportunities.
I see that.
Yeah.
Yo, the best part about it, man, is I got a chance to see when it got shared to me, I got to see that you got love from V8 Cats.
Yeah.
I think I even mentioned it when I DM'd you, you know, my little 6 degrees of separation, you know, where I was. So just to go a little further on that. So I was skating in Virginia Beach. Back in those days, there weren't a lot of black skaters. So everywhere I went, you know, we obviously black skaters was a minority.
Right.
So every white skater felt like they had to go out of their way to tell me, hey, there's another black skater. Okay, thanks, man. I, you know, don't really care, but okay, thanks for telling me.
Right.
Next time we post up, it ain't called a cipher, but when we having a session is what it's called. We all skate. So finally one day we out behind some mall or something, and a car pull up, and the other black skater gets out. I'm really still skating, but then like time comes on, he saw me what I was doing. I might have checked him every now and then, but dude, I'm really trying to rip this thing.
Yeah,
I was trying to go pro. He and I start talking. Hey, I heard about you. I heard about you. That was Pharrell. He went to a different high school than mine, but yeah, I heard about him.
Wow.
That's for real. So I'm at VCU. At VCU, I was born in Germany because my dad was in the military. I heard there was this dude on the tennis team that was from Germany. I was like, yo, I want to meet this dude. Went up, just started talking to him one day. That's Boris Kojo. Then I was going to be in a talent show. This is when the Fushnikins came out. I'm a little older than you. But I was going to do, and it was a lip sync joint. I did flow, but this was a lip sync joint. That was how the talent show was booked. So I was like, yo, I still want to perform, man. Well, I was kind of popular on campus, Virginia Commonwealth University, those who don't know, up in Richmond.
Come on, talk about it.
And people had came up to me and was like, yo, such and such. Actually, one of the girls, we was going to have her perform. She did the Shaquille O'Neal part, but she's like 5'0". So that was the ironic part. It was funny. But so these two dudes came up and they said, yo, Donato, we want to dance for you. And I wasn't trying to big time them, but I ain't know nothing about them. Yeah. And I had heard, when I asked a couple of questions, they was good. And they was like, no, we good. So they danced for us. One of them dudes, I seen him around campus. He used to work at the parking garage. He drove around in this little lime green Honda Civic with a bunch of stickers on the back. That's Mad Skills.
Wow.
He asked me if he could dance for me in a talent show. Yo, that's my little 3 degrees of separation, man. But that's the kind of talent we got in Virginia.
Insane.
People don't even understand that. And years later, when like MySpace came out, I ended up inboxing Skills. He remembered me, man. I appreciate that. We had a nice little back and forth little conversation. It was like, oh, yo, I remember you. I was like, yo, I see you doing your thing, man. Who knew you was gonna blow up like this? But congrats. And I haven't reached out in a while. Maybe I commented once on like a Facebook post. But we got talent, man. And that's how we got here. Someone sent me that video. I reached out to you the same day. I knew the quality of what you were putting out, the way y'all put it together. My man, I just want to say, I hope from here going forward, your wildest dreams come true because you have got talent. Y'all did an amazing job.
Thank you, bro.
I'm a fan. I don't mind saying that. I don't care how I look by saying it. I just want to show love. Y'all did y'all's thing.
Man, thank you, bro. That means
that's amazing. I sent it to everybody I knew here in Austin, Texas. And I said, yo, that's where I'm from. Wow. I normally on the radio, I try not to. I always say stuff like I'm an East Coast dude because I also do a sports show. But I try to just keep it generic because I'm talking about the issues. I'm talking about things. I don't want to really make it about me.
Right.
But I had to, behind scenes, I had to make it about me. And each to a man and women, when they got that video, they was like, yo, that's where you from? Son, I literally sent it to you and said, this is where I'm from. Yeah, this is where I'm from. But that just tells you how hard it hit because they were like, oh, you from? So you see what I'm saying? You helped me be a stalwart for Virginia off of that talent that you got.
Man, that means the world, bro. I'm really humbled by stuff like that. Like just the fact that, like I said, bro, I've never been to Texas, and the fact that you're there and you're sharing it with people there, the fact that something that I came up with to represent where I'm from, while in Ohio, Cleveland, is being shared by so many different people and viewed by so many different people. Like I'm grateful, bro. That's incredible to me.
And it's universal, dog. I mean, you're talking details of Virginia, but that's why I believe you have amazing talent. There's no inside, it's not inside jokes. Like people understand what you're saying. You gave them the imagery. They understand VA.
Yeah.
That they from a whole nother state. Yo, these people down here in Texas, I guarantee you everybody got a flag inside their house. I bet everybody got a Virginia flag in Virginia.
Right.
They got a flag in their house. Texas is different, yo. But they recognize game. And I'm gonna tell you something. So there's actually a little linkage between Texas and Virginia. All right, so you have heard of Stephen F. Austin. You've probably heard that name once or twice, maybe. What if I told you that there was a governor of Virginia who was the governor of Texas also back in the day?
Wow.
And also did some things out in Tennessee. Like all of that is the linkage when it comes to Virginia and Texas. And you know, we talking over 100 years ago.
Yeah.
But it don't matter. It don't matter. And then I think he goes down. So in history, there's never been a person that's been in a governor of 3 different states. But yo, that's the linkage. So history lesson aside,
yeah,
let me get back to a couple other things here. Now, I always will put my guests on the spot with a few questions, and these are the questions that are about to come up. All right, so we were talking about music.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 dead or alive. Yeah, man. And I'm not gonna argue with you. I just want to know.
So I like to answer this question 2 different ways.
Okay.
I want to ask you what your preference is.
Okay.
You think so? Are you asking me who my top 5 favorites are, or are you asking me who are the top 5? Who are the best 5?
Yeah, I like that. I liked how you broke it down because I always answer it my top 5 favorites. So I want to know your top 5 favorites.
Yeah. So number 1, like I said, man, Crazy Bone, Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Legit.
Number 2, I think I have to give this to this person. They may not be at the very top when it comes to lyrical ability, but trust me, well respected. But just as an artist, and because I'm a person who loves music over, any other aspect of music individually,
yeah,
I gotta say Drake.
Oh.
Number 3, spitter, who I truly look up to and I get compared to quite often, J. Cole. Number 4, I feel like I'd be remiss. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go Big and Pop. Now, a lot of people will say that they're cliche as for a top 5, but for me, I truly feel like Big is one of the, if not the most talented rappers of all time. And Pac, although his lyrical ability wasn't the most mind-blowing, the fact that you could be so argued as the greatest or top 5, etc., without having that aspect, like literally just because you're so raw and you're such a great storyteller, you're so full of passion and authenticity, off that alone. And then, of course, the music, both of those catalogs, I could play it all day,
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm going to go with, bro. Crazy Bone, Drake, Cole, Big Pop.
I can't fight you on that. I wouldn't want to. Them boys are fired. J. Cole, man. He ride around on a bicycle.
Yeah.
No security. He said, man, I'm just going to be a real one.
Right.
Out in these streets. Man. Authentic, man. I'm so glad we still got time with this brother, because just like I'm telling you what you should do with the book, which is just the first book, and it's not like your story is set.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to see what else we're gonna get from here going forward with J. Cole.
My God.
I gotta back up, because I told you wrong. I don't want to send you down a bad path, because this dude was actually born in Virginia. So he was the first president of the Republic of Texas. Let me back up. So Texas has never, they like to tell everybody they never signed the Constitution, that they were their own country. So Sam Houston is the guy. I think I told you Stephen F. Austin.
Okay.
Sam Houston is the guy. He was also the governor of Tennessee. Yeah, but he's from VA though, and they love hit Houston, the 3rd largest city in America, is named after him. But they love that dude. That's a VA dude. That's like they pledge allegiance to the Sam Houston. He's from VA. How about that?
I love it.
So, so I wanted to fix that one because I know everybody's just gonna be all in my comments on that. All right, so I got to put you on the spot again, though.
For sure.
All right. Top 5 people from Virginia. Go.
Ooh. See, you trying to get me in trouble.
Yes, I am. I'm a fire starter, yo. I'm a fire starter. Say it with your chest. Besides, ain't nobody coming to Gretna to get you, dog. They'll wait till you back in Cleveland, till you back in Chicago. Ain't nobody coming down there.
No, you're right. They're going to lose. Hey, look, they're going to lose service trying to find me.
We'll get him when he come back to Cali. You better not be going back to Cali.
So we talking rappers or just artists or
just in life, and it could be some of the names you mentioned in the Virginia freestyles.
I mean, I have to say AI. How can I not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know,
nothing wrong with that. You do know Reebok made him the vice president of the company.
Talk about it.
Virginia.
Who else? I think I have to say Chris Brown. The man is talented in every genre. Like this man, he can do everything.
Yes, he can. And he's still putting out music.
Yes.
Just did How We Roll with Sierra. This dude, man, when did Run It come out, man? Was that like 05?
Exactly, bro.
Talking 18 years in the game from Tappahannock.
Come on, man.
And he's young. I mean, he's only like 32 or something. So
yes, bro.
We ain't done with that dude.
Oh my God. I think I have to say Pharrell.
Yeah.
Talk about a genius, man.
Dude. He is the creative lead for Louis Vuitton.
Yes.
He is going international. I'm not saying Chris Brown ain't.
Right.
But come on, man. That ain't even music related.
Exactly. I mean,
the fact that I like this. I like these 3. You got 2 more, bro.
I got 3, but I don't want to lose track of this question that just came to mind. When you were chopping it up with this guy, like, how was that? Like,
with Pharrell?
Yes.
At that time, see, we high schoolers.
Yeah.
But here's what I can tell you though. He a real dude, man. Like he won't try. This is what he said to me. He said, "I saw you skating. You're really good." I said, "Yeah, man. I'm working hard, dog. I'm trying to go pro." He said, "No, I'm not doing it like that. I'm just hanging out. I like the scene.
Yeah.
I rock the clothes. Everybody, that's it. Like that's how mellow he was. He was like, man, I can't do what you do. I'm Evil Knieveling out that joint. I was trying to. They ain't never seen a black skater, and they ain't gonna never forget. If you need to go big, call on Donato. I was going big, and I won't going home, man. But he was like, nah, I rolled up deep in the car with these dudes. They doing their thing. I'm gonna skate around here a little bit, talk to you, and then we out. He was just unassuming.
Wow.
I knew nothing at that time. I wasn't rhyming.
Yeah.
I mean, I felt like I could have hung out with him. Like he was just a cool dude.
Yeah. And
it was a rival high school. You know how that is.
Of course.
in those years. But I mean, not like I was beefing, like spit on him or anything. I just felt like he and I could have kicked it.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I would love to tell you, I knew he was going to be big. I had no idea. Like it just years later, I'm just like, wait, what? and then the fact again, real, because we ran into something. He and I ran into something during those times. Public Enemy was making music like it was a thing.
Yeah.
And so when you skating in a predominantly white sport, sometimes people challenge your authenticity of blackness.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And which is ignorant.
Yeah.
But again, when you're in high school, like you're not this strong, confident old head that I am now. you could struggle with that.
Exactly.
He never struggled with it. He was like, this is where I'm at. And the same thing for me. Anybody was like, man, you doing a white sport. Really? Because a lot of the white dudes I skate with, they can't ollie as high as I could go. They can't do the heel flip like I do. So
talk about it.
I don't know what to tell you. Maybe you should try it. Then we can have more. Let's take this joint over. Like, I remember that's the way I hit back. That's the only way I knew. I would have liked to have had a Malcolm X moment.
Yeah.
I did not. But, you know, I stood on what I stood on. And same thing for him. Like I remember that was kind of thing we was talking about. It's like, I was like, yo, what they saying? Were you? Yeah. I get the same thing, dog. Everybody got something to say.
Yes, sir.
So that's the best I can tell you. That's like the only time I really was around him and like interacted.
Yeah.
We might have been in the same places once or twice, a couple. I'm sure he came to some contests that I was in.
Right.
But I can't say I pulled off to the side and you know, had a conversation with him. But
yeah,
with that stuff,
that's incredible. Yeah. Incredible. But I'm not dodging your question.
Nah, I didn't think you were.
So number 4, man, is there any way I could do a tie? Because if I can't, I'm gonna do an honorable mention.
There's no tie. We will accept the honorable. Oh, wait, hold on. Yo, we're gonna accept the honorable mention. All right. We're gonna accept the honorable. Ain't nobody else in the room, dog. It just did that for effect. just to squeeze you a little bit, as if somebody was gonna say, no, ain't nobody in here with me.
I'm going Timbo the King.
Ooh.
I mean, the stuff that he done with production, Leah, like, come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, and then of course, how could I ever leave out the Queen?
Okay. Missy
Elliott,
the first female rapper inducted into Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't think you need to say anything else.
I mean, it wasn't Lil' Kim. It wasn't Yo-Yo. It wasn't Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
It was her.
It was VA.
Where's she from? That's right. 2 Up, 2 Down. For those who didn't know. Hey, this is our moment.
Yeah, right.
Literally, this is called episode 18 in that old Virginny with Virginia Q. Y'all know what we talking about. Y'all ain't tired of it. You either with us or against us, and you here hating on us. Right. But look, you stay with us this long.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, we appreciate y'all listening in this long. Yo, Virginia Q, I'm not done yet.
Honorable mention though, Mike Vick.
Oh,
these
sir.
These quarterbacks would not be running like that.
Yes, sir.
If it wasn't for Mike Vick.
What Mike Vick did for the game.
Come on.
Black quarterbacks.
Come on.
Bro, I was living in Florida when he was at Virginia Tech and he was giving Florida State all that work. Do you know how hard that was to be throwing up, 2 up, 2 down?
Mm.
Yo, it was hard out here. I thought they was gonna drop me off the little state of Florida and dump me into the water. I was prepared to die. But hey, what do we say? I was about to give it all up for Mike Vick in that game. And to this day, I know there's no compassionate victories, but that was the best loss I've ever seen because he was Superman. Ain't nothing else he could have done.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, he was overmatched. There was more talent on the other team than there was on his team.
Exactly.
Yo, okay, so that's a great honorable mention. Who is the most interesting person in your life, and what are you going to do to help me get them on this podcast?
Ooh.
Because I believe in 6 degrees of separation. I just gave you mine with Boris Farrell and Matt Skills.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? I'm not saying it's got to be a superstar. It's like who in your life?
Yeah. Oh my God, what a question. It's hard for me not to say my big bro, man, Crime Wave. It's an acronym for Christ really is moving everywhere, and the wave as in wave file because he's a producer as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Just
Wait. This dude's name is an acronym,
right,
but it's a nickname, but it's an acronym.
right.
This dude got levels.
Yeah, I mean, bro, when you talk about freestyling, I've always said that he's put me to shame. Absolutely one of the best, not only rappers but artists that I know. The guy that I look up to the most, probably,
Yeah.
and just someone who I'm extremely proud of, and who is genuinely a genius in a lot of different areas. And like I said, he has a lot of the similar stories that I have, and has some of his own. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would say him, and that's nothing but a text or phone call away. Hey, my guy, I want you on the show. It's nothing.
I'll hold you to it.
Yes, sir.
And I won't threaten you by saying I'm gonna pull up, but I'll send you some sternly worded snail mail. You know, there'll be a lot of attitude in it.
Right.
And I'll be like, I thought you had to send a text, bro. And then, mail you another one like a week later.
For sure.
Your mailman to come up, or woman and be like, yo, you ain't hooked this dude up yet. Here's another one for him. All right. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you yet.
My God.
Locked on, lockjaw. Your peers. What would your peers say to describe you?
I think that they would say naturally a leader. I feel like they would say that about me. I think they would describe me as selfless. Mm-hmm. Demonstrate that as much as possible. Patient, always in a good mood. More optimistic and extroverted than not. And a big dreamer. Big dreamer.
I like it, man.
Yep.
Yo, Virginia Q, we got you off the hot seat, brother. I appreciate you. This was amazing, man.
Yeah,
this was amazing. I knew I would like to tell you, like, I can see the future, but I just I just know energy, man. I just knew this was gonna be amazing.
My God,
bro, I got to get you back. There's other things we're gonna have to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm just gonna send the invite. You can say won't be able to, not right now. Yeah. It won't hurt my feelings, bro, because we got multiple days that we tape, and there's plenty of time. This is only the first book, right?
That's right. We still got the Steve Harvey book and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. See, man, spoiler alert. I might edit that part out. Yeah. I don't want people to know some of the topics we're going to get to. I did mention it, though. I mentioned it on the intro. Yeah, but it's little things like that, because there's stories, man. Like, we would want to know these stories, like this intel, when it comes to you. So, bruh, keep doing what you're doing.
My God.
I ain't done forwarding that video.
Hey, I appreciate it.
It's just, I gotta sit still for a moment in my life so I can filter that thing out to some other people.
Yes, sir.
I'm sending it to Germany too, man. I used to live in Germany. I used to play semi-pro football, American football over there, and I got a lot of friends back over there. Oh, yo, we number athletes from VA, dog. That's how we do.
So I brought my brothers in on part 2 of the Virginia freestyle.
Right.
Because, of course, there were so many comments. Yo, you left out this person.
Yep.
And then same thing. And so we just finished writing part 3. You doing all this amazing stuff, you gonna mess around and find yourself in like part 4.
Yo. I ain't even. Yo, we gonna have to talk, because I moved out to Los Angeles. Every audition I ever was on, I got. Wow. I did a movie. I did a pilot for a game show. I think it was just bad time with the pandemic and stuff that shut that down. And yeah, man, there's some things in
Bro,
my life that I have done that the world knows about VA off of some of the things I've done, no doubt.
I'm gonna say, bro, we're gonna have to have a separate session, whether it's on your show or not, where we just chop it up because you got like I can just tell that you have incredible stories for days.
Yo, it's been a great life,
Yeah.
and I think I'm on book number 2.
Wow.
I need to write book number 1.
Yeah.
But definitely, man, you wouldn't even believe some of the stuff that has happened to me. Like, you know, places I've lived, the countries I've lived in, the people I've seen, and it's been a great ride, man.
Wow.
And look, I met you.
That's right.
And you blessed me with this podcast, bruh.
Likewise.
I just got to keep living. It keeps coming to me.
Come on, bro.
Yo, thank you very much to our listeners. Like, subscribe. Virginia Q, how can they find you, follow, like you? Gee, I wonder, like, how can they stay in contact?
For sure, man. You can just, hey, my Instagram is Virginia 2_Q. And that's only because Instagram was being weird. I don't know why they didn't want to let me do 1_.
Yeah.
We here.
Yeah.
And then, of course, GI Wonders at g.i.wonder. You know what I'm saying? Between those 2 pages on Instagram, you can follow me at Virginia Q on Twitter, Virginia Q YouTube, the GI Wonder YouTube, between GI Wonder on Facebook. Between all those platforms, man, you should be able to find everything up to speed with us. And again, you know, my brothers Crime Wave, Crisscross, all their stuff will be on the GI Wonder page and stuff. So tap in with us, man. We got a lot going on, a lot of exciting things upcoming, and just been blessed to do a lot, bro.
Yeah. Yo, good tidings, my brother. I hope that you are on fire. I hope you ain't got time to sleep. That's a negative wish, but I wish that your hair's on fire and you don't get to sit down because you got so much coming to you.
My
because
God.
people need to know what we sitting on, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're
helping that to happen, bro. I appreciate you.
Yo, have a great rest of the night, sir.
You too, bro.
Thanks everybody for listening in episode 18 in that old Virginny with Virginia Q.
Let's go, VA.